me, Renee. I'm back, and today, as you can see, I've got some books I'm recommending that I'm looking forward to coming up next year. The romance books. First, I thought, okay, yeah, there's just kind of a few books. There weren't really that many, and then I did some more kind of research or just more looking into it. I'm like, oh, yeah, there's actually quite a lot, which, yeah, quite makes me quite happy because yeah, I've been quite the romance reader the last few years. Like 5 years ago, 3 years ago, I wasn't like a big romance reader. I read like one now and then. But yeah, lately I would say like often one of my best reads of the year is a romance book, and I've yeah, it's kind of become more part of my reading journey, I would say, or reading experience, reading life. Yeah. So yeah. First we have fiance, the fiance farce by Alexandria Bellefleur. This one is a modern, um, it's a modern convenient marriage story. Sorry, yeah, convenient marriage. That's not what it's called. Anyway, they get marriage. Yeah, marriage of convenience is the name. And one of the it's second one. One of them is a cover model, so like book cover model, and one of them is a bookstore owner. So it's set in a book world, which yes, of course. The cover is so beautiful, and I love all the Alexander Belfer's older books. Older books, not that she has 1,000 old books, but yeah, but other books as well, should I say. So yeah, cannot wait to read this one. I think it comes out in May. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Anyway, I'll link them down below. And then we have the Gentleman's Gambit, which is the fourth one in sorry, in Even Dummer's Suffragette series. I enjoy those. Like it depends on how much I enjoy them, but I enjoy them all. So yeah. Then we have Not Your Ex's Hexes, which is, I suppose, as you could guess from the title, a paranormal romance story or urban romance story. And the cover looks very nice, and I don't really need to know any more than that. I think it's kind of like second chance romance. I'm not quite sure. I don't know. I don't know. If it's an adult romance. A lot of these are adult romances, but yeah. And then we have Neighbor Favor, which I also saw the cover of the other day. I don't remember more about it, but it looked really nice. So yeah. And then we have the Love Wager, which again, as well as usual with me doing anticipated videos, I don't really remember what this one was about. But like, I'm not gonna include it on my list if I'm not anticipating or like wanting to read it. So yeah. Then we have Hotel of Secrets, which is a historical romance set in a hotel that has secrets, and yeah. Then we have Anna Maria and the Fox, which is a historical romance set in, I want to say France, I think. But yeah, anyway, it's a historical romance with Latino protagonist, and it just looks very nice. And yeah, excited to read it. And then we have To Have or To Heist, which just looks very cool. It's heist and romance. Do you need more? I don't really, not me. But yeah. Then we have Not That Kind of Ever After, which just has a beautiful cover. I don't remember much more of the plot. I believe maybe this one is YA. I'm not quite sure. It might be. And I think it's queer, and that's kind of what I know. And yeah, it's kind of all I need to know, really. And yeah. Then we have Sora Books, Her Happy Ever After. And yeah, I believe this is YA. I don't remember more about it, but yeah, I just great title. So, mm-hmm. And then we have Solomon's Crown, which is an adult book. And this is an adult twist or like take on the real life historical royals. I think it's Richard the First, and then he has a love story with another royal. So that sounds fun. And then we have Bewitched by Laura Talassa. I actually wrote down this author because like the last name Talassa is not that ordinary, so I thought like, I'll go write that down. And yeah, Bewitched. So there's seems to be fantasy romance. There's like very heavy fantasy element to it, but also a romance element to it. I believe it's the first in a series, and yeah, it just really intrigued me. So it's kind of all about like this woman who she doesn't want to fight. She doesn't want to like uh, save their kingdom, but she has to because of reasons. And then there's a love story between her and I think the guard's son or something. And yeah, I just yes, yes, yes. And then we have Fourth Wing, which again I don't really remember. I remember seeing the cover, really liking it. I don't remember more, but yep. And then we have Flowerheart, which is a YA story. It's a YA cottagecore. I have to admit here, I've heard like this word cottagecore around the internet lately. I'm still not quite sure what it means. I think it's kind of like a cozy fantasy-ish or something like that. I have to Google it, but yeah, I don't really know all the new terms all the time. But yeah. And then we have Behind the Scenes, which is adult sapphic romance set in Hollywood. They're trying to make a movie. So I think one of them is actress and one of them is director, I believe. And yeah, that sounds fun. And then we have A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating and Demon, which all you need really is in that title. So yeah. And then we have A Variety and Forbidden Suitor, which is an historical romance with a African American or a black protagonist. So yeah, all for it. And then we have The Lady Knows Best, which is another historical romance. This one with a white protagonist, but still, it's about a journalist who also finds love. So that sounds cool. Then we have Her Good Side by Rebecca Waterspoon. This one being actually Rebecca Waterspoon's first YA book, and I believe it's actually from that imprint from Nicole Yoon, Happy the Joy Books, I believe it's called, and yeah, really looking forward to that one. And then we have An Island Princess Starts a Scandal, which is the second Las Leonas book. So this is taking place in Paris or Paris in the 1880s, and it's a sapphic story, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, really love the first one, so can't wait for the second one. Up to No Good, which I don't remember anything about at all, so that's interesting. But yeah, I mean, I've written it down on a note for a reason, so yeah. And then we have Iris Kelly Does Not Date. Yeah, Does Not Date. And yeah, that's supposedly it's by author who writes really good neurodivergence books, which all for. So yeah, and she also has a book out this year, Astrid Parker, something, which has gotten lots of good hype. I wanted to pick up that one now, I'm thinking, and yeah, and that, my dear friends, is also I was about to say, and that, my dear friends, is that. I actually remembered also. There's also sorry. So in the fall of 2023, there's the fourth book in this universe coming out because so far there's three books. So the fourth book in the Winchester series is coming out. So far, we only know that's coming out in the fall. We don't really know. I think we know who it is, but we don't have a title. No, but yeah, I'm loving all the other Winchesters, so of course I'm gonna check out next one. And yeah, that, my dear friends, is all. Of course, there could probably be more romance books announced in the summer or in the fall, but at this point of time, that's kind of the ones I'm looking forward to. And yeah, if you agree or if you want to add a title or if you want to say hi, do that in the comments and I'll see you next time. Bye.